in which we cling to these circumstances. We cling to our leaders, we cling to our gurus and things like that because we have real human things that we deal with. So I've got a lot on my mind right now. I'm thinking about like limiting mindsets. You know, things that get bad. We're in Mercury retrograde. I just realized that. And we've been Mercury retrograde since February 25th. But like, oh, my cat just walked by. I've got laundry in the dryer. I felt a certain way when I was in my 20s. And I go back to my 20s about like when I was a certain way. But now I'm in my 40s. And the best part about your 40s is that you start giving up on the bullshit. Especially being a childless woman in my 40s. There's just so much bullshit that you give up on. You're like, you know what? You know what? I don't need to subscribe to this. These things that society says where we need to like settle down and like live in. That's like the dream. It's just like where I don't live in one place. Where I'm free of material items. That's like the dream of my retirement. It's just like I travel around. And like, I mean, that was the dream. If I won the lottery, I would have like a home base, yes, but I would just like go here, go there, go everywhere. I'd go everywhere, man. I'd go everywhere, man. I'd go everywhere, man. Not the fancy places, like just places. Maybe Vegas. I don't know. You can go real rich in Vegas. I want to go real rich in Vegas. But you can get some deals. You can get some deals going places. I just become a travel vlogger. If I won the lottery, that's what I would do. Just travel vlog. This is my life now. Why not? And honestly, like, if I saved up enough money, I could probably do it. I mean, what's stopping me? What's stopping me from traveling? Money? Okay. For now, money. I think when you're in the thick of things, when things seem really bad, you have to find that light. You have to find that light within yourself, you know? When everything sucks, you have to find that light. Because it feels so real. It feels so real. It feels all-encompassing. Feels like it's the worst thing that's ever happened to you. And I realized through my meditations just how temporary pain is. Because when it's happening to you, it feels like it's the hugest thing in the world. And the only thing that, like, I think would probably be worse is, like, death. But even death is, it happens, you know, it happens to all of us. It happens to all of us eventually. And that's why you have to cherish the present. This moment that you're in. I don't know. This Mercury retrograde isn't getting me too much. It used to get me down bad. It used to get me down real bad. But, not lately. That's because Pluto moved out of Capricorn, honestly. So, I don't know. It moved into Aquarius, which is an air sign. Or is that a water sign? But I moved into Aquarius, which is affecting all the other signs much more heavily. But I moved out of Capricorn. So Pluto was in Capricorn for like 2,000 years or something. So I'm feeling pretty good. Anyway, back to my point that things can be bad. They can be, if you let them be bad. They can. They can be the worst thing that you've ever experienced if you let them be. It can be the worst experience of your life, the most traumatic experience of your life. And I'm not saying that your experiences aren't valid, because they are valid. But what you do with those experiences is what defines you. I'm not saying that you can't experience negative emotions, but taken from experience, who spent 8 years dwelling on my first manic episode, I wasted a lot of time. I wasted so much time just dwelling on being wronged and the traumatic experiences that I built up more traumatic experiences on top of those. And I wasted so much time trying to heal myself that I wasted so much time just not being happy. And maybe you have to go through that. Maybe you do. Maybe that is the journey, is that you have to go through that journey of letting go. But, man, that's a sucky journey. If you could just let it go and just give yourself that grace that you deserve, and like give yourself that freedom of, you can do whatever you want to do with your life. You have free will. I love that's a thing that the kids say on TikTok these days. You've been using your free will to its full potential. Use your free will to its full potential. Anyway, I say this as I'm moving out of my apartment this next week. I don't know what's going to happen with my guy friend. He's stressed. He's stressed right now. I feel for him. I do. I wish there was something I could do to help him. But there's not. Sometimes you just gotta experience things by yourself. He's pulling the "I've gotta be a man" thing. All right. Anyway, that's what I'm experiencing right now. So, hi. So, what was I talking about? I don't know, but so it's Tuesday, and there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about. I downloaded VS Coding because I'm going to start coding some stuff. I want to learn how to code like apps and stuff like that, which I think I can do, and like websites and stuff. I think I can do it. That'd be fun to code like websites and things like that. Just for giggles. Just for giggles. But like just learning how to code and stuff. I'm a little stressed out. I don't even know what I talked about this week so far. But I haven't talked to my guy friend since Monday, and it's Wednesday night. I haven't talked to him since Monday morning. So I'm a little sad. I just had an experience just now, and I have no one to talk to about this. Or I have very few people to talk to about this, and everybody's busy right now. So I'm talking to you. I have been like looking for music recommendations lately, like because when you just like crave new music, you're like, I need something different in my life. I need to listen to something new. And I happened to be on Anthony Fantano's page, and he just talked about the new Gorillaz album that dropped like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, perfect. I'm going to listen to the new Gorillaz album. And oh my God. Oh my God, this album is like an experience. Like the first song, The Mountain. Oh my God. I don't even know how to... If you have not listened to the new Gorillaz album, like go listen to it. It is incredible. It like deals with like grief. That's like a big thing about the album. It's like grief and like loss. That's like a huge part of the album. Is like dealing with death. It also is dealing with like people who are, it's like dealing with like people with a sense of self-righteousness and power also, because we have the Happy Dictator on the album as well as the Plastic Guru. Those songs are about people who are like following leaders who have a sense of self-importance and control and power, and are like put on the mountaintop, and we adhere to, but they only have power because they've given themselves power. And there's no like, I think the Plastic Guru says it best. We choose to believe what's true, and who's to say it's not the truth? And it's like, just because that's the truth doesn't mean it, like, just because we choose to believe it, does that make it not, like, because we have this sense of reality, this is our reality, does it not make it the objective reality? And that's interesting, because it's like when everybody decides on a set of circumstances, does it not make it that objective reality? Like when everybody, but you get into cult-like behavior in that circumstance, because when everybody like decides that, if you fall on an outlier, then you're considered weird or abnormal. But it may be that everybody is just like hysterical or like it's that they are adhering to a wrong, and that you are just ahead of the curve. It could be, and that you're considered crazy, but you're just on the outskirts of society, and that you're seeing a pattern recognition that makes you different, and it's just that you're ahead of the curve. So it's hard to see, the crazy ones are sometimes the ones that see things differently and see things ahead of the curve that other people don't see. Sometimes that's the case. That's why you have to kind of give adherence to the crazy ones. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes crazy ones are just need medication and anyway. But there's a place in society for the crazy ones. There is, because they're the ones who question. They're the ones who question the conspiracy theorists and all that. They're the ones that question dictators. You know, the rebels. They're the ones who question dictators and question gurus and question, you know, cults, things like that, cult-like behavior, the groupthink. Because we have these like human circumstances in which we cling to these circumstances. We cling to our leaders, we cling to our gurus and things like that because we have real human things that we deal with, such as death, such as loss, such as disappointments, and we cling to these people for a sense of security. You know, like when we cling to them for something to rely on, something that will make it so that it's easier. And that's what this album is talking about, from what I gather, like from the first listen, is that like, you know, we're trying to find a sense of self, like a sense of reliability, like it's a sense of peace, and saying goodbye to those, you know, a sense of comfort when things are bad. So, you know, but it's hysterical. It's hysterical. It's hysterical. And it doesn't make sense because because the thing is that they have uncontrolled amounts of power. The happy dictator is the one who will adhere, you know, you'll give away your power to, and you'll put them on the mountaintop because because you will give away your power to them for a sense of false security, because it doesn't stop the fact that people die, or that doesn't stop the fact that people, you know, that life changes, or that circumstances changes, or that there's insecurity or invulnerability, or, you know, volatility. It doesn't change those things. It just makes you feel a false sense of security. I mean, you're not getting anything out of it. You're just creating a box around yourself. And that's what we're getting in America today, is that we have this like authoritarian government right now, and we have this person who is trying to make us think that everything is secure and safe. But it's all a lie. It's all manufactured. Because they are inherently creating more volatility. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Because they're like creating war for everybody, and they're creating isolationism, and they are doing all sorts of things. Just like a pigeon shitting on a board. And people are doing it for the illusion that we are making this place safer for us. That we are doing it for the greatness of the past. Some nostalgia that doesn't exist anymore. It hasn't gone anywhere. I see nostalgia for like parks and stuff. Like parks didn't go anywhere. You just are older now. And you're heading towards your ultimate demise. And that's the thing, is everybody gets older. Everybody gets old. Everybody dies. And it's scary. Yes, it is. It is scary. It is scary to get old It is scary to move towards your ultimate demise. But to come to terms with that and to come to a peace about that you are not forever unless reincarnation's real. Maybe thinking about that and like thinking about the future, about children, about leaving a legacy behind, leaving something for posterity. I don't know. But that's what this album is talking about, is what we give away for a sense of security. And that's kind of what I got from it. So 10 minutes talking about this album. Go listen to it. It's so good. And it's got like a bunch of like sitars and like Indian music, like music from India, like Indian inspired music. And like it's got rap music, it's got like Southern Pacific music, South Pacific music, Middle Eastern music. It's got a even mix of just like a lot of different sounds in this album. It's fusion album. It's very good. Definitely worth a listen. Just the sounds itself. Like if you listen to the first song, The Mountain, it stretches out. Like I could just like lay on a bed and just listen to The Mountain all day. It's so good. It's so good. Someone left a comment, I love this album. And they're like, it's just the first song. It's like, yes. I want to buy the CD because it's so good. And I want to listen to it over and over. Just like put it on repeat. So good. Anyway, on to other things. Thank you. Bye-bye.